There's always going to be one of those games during a season where your team just doesn't have it. And that was tonight for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They fall 3-0 to the Calgary Flames. Really didn't have any offense. Obviously, you got shut out. But they had lots of opportunities, but missed or fanned on shots or just deflected a puck wide or hit the crossbar or, couldn't connect on some passes. They just looked a step off tonight. And you're going to have those games, right? We learned before the game Zach Hyman and Jake Muzzin were not going to play. And right then and there, you're like, man, those are two guys that play their heart out every night. Zach Hyman's an absolute beauty. You never realize how good he is until he's not in the lineup. And then you really see the hole he left. And tonight was one of those nights. Jake Muzzin on the back end, he's always sound back there. You really missed him again tonight. You missed him in that playoff series against Columbus. You missed him again tonight. Joe Thornton still, he didn't play. Obviously, Wayne Simmons still on the shelf. So the Leafs dealing with some banged up injuries. And Frederik Andersen did not get the start today. Michael Hutchinson had to get the start in this one. And I didn't think Hutchie was all that bad. The first goal, yeah, he probably should have had it. The Tkachuk goal, you can't blame him. You just can't blame the guy at all, right? And in the third goal, your team's got to clear out the guy in front. I mean, yeah, he gave up the rebound, but you could argue anyway, whose fault that was. But in the end, the Leafs did not score enough. They had 7 power plays and didn't score. That tells you right there, this team was not on tonight. And that happens. It happens some nights, right? You look at the Toronto Raptors. They have some off nights. They've been very good lately, but they've had some off nights. For the Leafs, they've had very rare off nights this season. And sometimes their off nights are, disguised in, 4-3 wins or whatnot. But a night like tonight, where you just literally don't have anything, and you run into a goalie who pulls a shutout right out of his rear end, and Dave Riddick, who wasn't supposed to play, but gets the start and has the 34-save shutout, you got to tip the cap to him at some point. And he played a great hockey game. Let's go to the first period. And you can tell right from the get-go the Leafs weren't right. They had the power play. They gave up the goal. The first goal of the game, less than 4 minutes in, it was Sam Bennett who found the loose puck. It might have been deflected up high from John Tavares, but it squeaks through Hutchinson and kind of sits there, and Bennett bangs home the rebound. And, Hutchinson, he should have had that one. But then in the second period, right, Matthew Tkachuk scores on the power play, and on that power play, I love TJ Brody. I love what he's done all season long, but I'm not sure what him and I forget who the other defenseman was that was with him, what they're doing in front of the net. Neither guy were on a player, and Matthew Tkachuk is standing right in front of Michael Hutchinson, ready to tip the puck in, and that's exactly what he does. Beautiful deflection from Matthew Tkachuk right in front of Hutchinson. There's no chance Hutchie's making that stop unless it just hits him, right? That's the only way that he makes that save. And now you're down 2-0. But it's not like the Leafs didn't get their opportunities. They had a 2-man advantage for almost a full 2 minutes. They had a 6-on-4 with the net empty. Yeah, you were down 3-0 at the time. You had lots of opportunities. And in that third period, on the power play again, were the Calgary Flames, and they buried it. Sean Monahan there to bang home the loose puck, find the rebound, and knock it home where the Leafs are just puck watching. Tough night for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but like I said, it happens sometimes. How often are you going to see the Leafs PK give up 2 goals and go 2 of 5 on the PK? And how often are you going to see the Leafs power play go 0 of 7? It's not going to happen very often. But you're just going to have one of those nights here and there where it just happens. Unfortunately, the Austin Matthews point streak, though, ends at 16 games. So he's third all-time behind Eddie Olczyk and Darryl Sittler for the longest point streak all-time. But really, that is just a stupid stat. It's cool, but it doesn't really mean anything. And either way, you lost, right? You outshot them 34-33, but you lost. You didn't score. That's what matters. Michael Hutchinson, like I mentioned, couple of the goals you could argue that it was his fault, but 3 goals on 33 shots, he gave your team a chance to win, right? That's all you really ask from your backup goaltender, is to give your team a chance to win. Dave Riddick gave his team a very good chance to win, and they did. Hutchinson, yeah, maybe he didn't give the greatest chance, but for them, it was a 2-0 game after 2 periods of play. How often are the Leafs not going to score 2 goals in 2 periods? It's very rare, and it happened tonight. Now, as I've mentioned in many different videos, the great teams in sports, all around, find a way to bounce back after a tough loss. So the Leafs, having played very well, they've had like 2 regulation losses in the last like 10, 15 games. They've been killing everybody, it feels like. You have a little wake-up check tonight. How are they going to respond? Especially since you're playing this same Calgary Flames team on Wednesday night. So how is this team going to rebound? Are you going to see Zach Hyman or Jake Muzzin? Is Freddie going to be back in the net? We're going to have to wait and see. We miss Jack Campbell dearly. I'd love to see him out there tonight against the Calgary Flames. But in the end, Hutchinson did what he needed to do. He gave your team a chance. And the Leafs couldn't capitalize on their opportunities offensively. And it happens some nights, right? So you take it for what it is, you move on from it. I don't want to make this video too long because the Leafs lost 3-0. What else am I going to talk about? All right, the next game for the Leafs, as I mentioned, is on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock puck drop there at Scotiabank Arena against this same Flames team. I'm assuming Dave Riddick is going to start again for the Flames because he just got a shutout tonight against the same team. Of course they're going to run him out there again. You'd assume so. And for the Leafs, you hope to God Frederik Andersen comes back in the net. I'm not saying Hutchie played terrible, but feel a lot more confident with Freddie in net than I do Hutchison. I think we can all agree on that. And Jake Muzzin, Zach Hyman, please be healthy and come back in the lineup because we desperately need that gritty mentality from both guys. It was clearly missed today. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this video. Probably one of the shorter videos we've done on the channel quite often. But with the loss, the Leafs are now 14-4-2. Still a great record. Still first in the North Division, so really no problem there. All right, so smack the like button if you guys enjoyed the video, but did not enjoy the game if you're a Leafs fan. But if you're a Flames fan and enjoyed the game, smack the like button as well. All right, hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you not like from today's game, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already. All right, and I will talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow, I think it is. Tuesday night, as the Raptors take on the Philadelphia 76ers again. Looking for back-to-back dubs against the 76ers. The Raptors looking for win number 5 on the season. And with the win yesterday and with the Celtics loss yesterday, the Raptors jump Boston. They're now 5th in the Eastern Conference. The team is just playing a lot better, but they had to keep going. Possibly no Kyle Lowry in the game tomorrow. Crazy the stat is Raptors last 16 games without Kyle Lowry in the lineup, 16-0. It's insane. Tells you that this team isn't all that bad without Kyle. So who knows what's going to happen in the future. But what we do know is they play Philly tomorrow at Amalie Arena again, I think it is. Raptors looking for their 5th straight victory. Looking for good things, man. They're playing really well. And as for the Leafs, they look to get back into the win column and get back into that feeling the back of the net vibe. Because they do need to do that a little bit more in that next game against Calgary. 7 p.m. puck drop there at Scotiabank Arena. All right, 7 o'clock there on Wednesday night. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.